settling into a comfortable position, allowing your body to find natural support, whether seated on a cushion, in a chair, or lying down, letting the spine lengthen gently and the muscles release unnecessary tension. Rest your hands softly, either on your lap or by your sides, and notice the points of contact between your body and the surface beneath you, feeling the quiet support that holds you effortlessly. Close your eyes gently if that feels comfortable, and turn your attention inward, away from the external world and its distractions. Begin by observing the natural rhythm of your breath, the rise and fall of the chest, the gentle expansion and contraction of the abdomen, without attempting to control or change it. Allow the breath to anchor awareness in the present moment, creating a calm, receptive space in which the mind can settle and open. As you rest in this awareness, notice thoughts, sensations, and emotions as they arise, observing them without grasping, without judgment, and without identifying with them. Recognize that all mental content, all sensations, all feelings are transient phenomena appearing within consciousness, and that there is a space in which they arise, a presence that remains untouched by them. Gently shift attention from the identification with personal thoughts, memories, or roles, and begin to sense the spaciousness that lies beyond the ego, beyond the personal sense of I or self. Ask softly, silently, who am I beyond this personal identity? And allow attention to rest in the awareness itself, noticing the subtle field of consciousness that is always present, even before thought arises. Sense that awareness is vast, open, and unbounded, and that the personal identity is merely a small aspect within this larger field. Notice how thoughts of I, me, and mine arise, yet recognize that they are occurring within awareness, and that awareness itself is not limited by them. Begin to rest attention in this sense of spaciousness, allowing the boundaries of personal identity to soften, dissolve, and expand naturally into the infinite openness of pure presence. Feel the subtle shift from identifying with body, mind, or personality toward sensing the unchanging awareness in which all experiences arise. Observe that this awareness is not limited by time, space, or circumstance. It is steady, luminous, and spacious, capable of holding all phenomena effortlessly. Thoughts, sensations, and emotions continue to arise, and that is perfectly natural. Notice them fully, then allow them to pass, returning each time to the sense of open, unconditioned presence. Sense the freedom that emerges when the mind rests beyond personal identity, when the habitual attachments of ego are softened, and when attention is allowed to dwell in the spacious field of awareness itself. Let this spaciousness permeate the body, noticing subtle sensations of lightness, openness, and relaxation. Allow a gentle energy to flow through the body as the sense of ego softens and the awareness of pure presence deepens. With each inhalation, feel expansive openness arising, and with each exhalation, release any tension, contraction, or clinging to personal identity, letting awareness settle more fully into its own nature. Recognize that the ego, the personal sense of self, is a collection of thoughts, memories, and patterns, and that all of these occur within the broader field of consciousness, which itself is unchanging and free. Allow attention to rest in this unchanging awareness, noticing how it underlies all experience, how it witnesses the arising and dissolving of phenomena without being affected. Sense the non-dual quality of this awareness, the recognition that awareness is not separate from anything, that all distinctions of self and other are appearances within it. Rest in the experience of pure presence, spacious, luminous, and steady, noticing the subtle dissolving of boundaries and the expansion of consciousness beyond the ego. Let go of striving, of searching, of conceptual understanding, and simply rest as awareness itself, feeling the effortless ease, clarity, and peace that arise when the mind is no longer attached to personal identity. Observe subtle thoughts, emotions, and sensations as they arise, noticing their impermanence and their dependence on awareness, but without engaging, clinging, or identifying with them. Sense the lightness, clarity, and freedom that emerge as attention rests as the witness, as pure presence, beyond the personal self. Notice the subtle currents of energy in the mind and body, the gentle aliveness of consciousness itself, and how all phenomena arise and dissolve within the spacious field of awareness. Allow curiosity to arise naturally, exploring the expansiveness of consciousness without grasping, without labeling, simply noticing the freedom and openness that emerge as personal identification softens. Each return to awareness beyond ego strengthens the recognition of the self as spacious, luminous, and unbounded, fostering a sense of deep inner calm, clarity, and equanimity. Feel how the body relaxes more fully as identification softens, how the breath flows more freely, how subtle tensions dissolve, and how awareness becomes increasingly unbounded. Sense that this spacious presence is always available, independent of circumstances, thoughts, or emotions, a stable ground beneath the ever-changing phenomena of life. As this recognition deepens, allow the sense of I or ego to dissolve gently into the vastness, observing that what remains is awareness itself, radiant, open, and still. Let the mind rest here effortlessly, without striving, without trying to hold or grasp anything, simply resting as awareness itself, fully present, fully awake, fully free. Observe that all experience, thoughts, sensations, emotions, memories, arises within this awareness, yet none of them can touch or limit it. Sense the profound peace and spaciousness that emerge from this recognition, the subtle joy of resting beyond personal identity, and the deep clarity of pure presence. Allow attention to rest in the vast field of awareness, noticing the seamless integration of body, mind, and consciousness in this non-dual state, where the distinction between self and world softens, and where the observer and observed are recognized as one. Each inhalation brings a sense of openness. Each exhalation releases contraction, clinging, and attachment, allowing awareness to expand naturally, effortlessly, and infinitely. As this practice draws to a close, gently expand awareness to include the body, the breath,